Well, joining us now for more on how this manhunt ended, former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindoffer. Jennifer, thanks for being with us. And so we just heard, Lopez was in that area up until yesterday. Do you think there was enough warning to residents there about the real danger he posed?
Well, I think the problem was, Nichole, that law enforcement could find no signs of him in 3 weeks, and therefore they thought he was not there anymore. And unfortunately, despite dogs, drones, heat-seeking equipment, helicopters, airplanes, hundreds of law enforcement, they could not find Lopez, even though he was a mile from where the bus broke down.
Well, and I think I hear that. I'm obviously not an FBI agent, but to me that just sounds, that doesn't make sense. How could that happen? You listed all of those tools, yet he was right there a mile away.
Well, not being in their command post, but being in charge of command posts on numerous occasions on cases like this, grid searching and making sure every single area is checked and double checked is crucial. I don't know where this ball got dropped. I did hear law enforcement spokesmen say that they checked that particular house multiple times. That's what that law enforcement spokesman said. I find that very interesting. I don't have an explanation, but if grid searches aren't done properly, it can lead to missing where the individual is. And that seems to be what happened here.
Absolutely. And just really quick, Jennifer, let's talk about the manhunt itself. We've kind of discussed obviously what went wrong here. From your perspective, what are some of the things that appear to have been done correctly and went right?
Done correctly was definitely the fact that they got so many people involved in all those tools I just mentioned. All of that was done well. But the number one thing that has always stuck out to me was I saw video cam of law enforcement on scene when he initially left. And Gonzalo Lopez was running across a field in his white suit and no one gave chase. I would just argue that at that point, somebody, at least two officers should have given chase at that point, and it could have prevented where we're at now.
Former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindoffer, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.